Okay, so before I go into the video, I am gonna be talking a bit about what the video is about because I need to put things into context. Before I do that, I'm just doing the drawing. It's a very early stage. As you can see, there's a baby going into an oven. It is a drawing about animal cruelty, but it has a double meaning. I won't say what the other meaning is at the moment. People can guess what it is, but it's pretty obvious, I think. So it's my first dual meaning drawing. I was inspired by my conversations about certain topics. I won't say what. So yeah, I had a conversation with Ahmed Ali last weekend, and me and Ahmed Ali had a very tumultuous kind of like let's just say relationship. We fell out a while ago because he was making claims about Tan that I thought were untrue, and so I confronted him about it. And then we had this kind of like we ignored each other for a long time, and then I always liked Ahmed Ali, and then so just a couple of weeks ago, I think 3 weeks ago, we kind of resolved matters and started talking on camera. And I thought we was under the agreement that we're going to have a kind of like a discussion once in a while, and the discussion would just be a discussion. I didn't have to agree with him, but Ahmed Ali's under the impression that I have to agree with him. So whatever he tells me, I can't disagree. So he told me about hell, and I disagreed with his kind of logic behind God being so vengeful. And a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks, no, a week ago. So we kind of made up, and then a week ago or a week before, I did an interview with Bob the Builder, and I talked about Islamic hell and what I thought was wrong with it again, and then I talked about the heaven as well as the reason why I couldn't be Muslim or Christian, especially Muslim, because I feel like the Islamic hell is very earthly in its nature, and kind of like a man's wet dream to a certain degree, and it doesn't seem very heavenly, but more kind of like a paradise for humans to kind of humanistic. And that's what I said in the thingy, and he was not happy with that. So me and Ahmed Ali, I better actually stop doing this, but me and Ahmed Ali, unfortunately he doesn't like me again, so I don't know what to do. Ahmed Ali, I thought I could have my own opinions, but unfortunately Ahmed Ali, he will only accept me agreeing with him. Hopefully we can have our discussions again. And you don't have to be, so I better turn my light off because I don't want it to be a thing. So I was hoping that, we could have like fruitful discussions. But unfortunately, Ahmed Ali will only speak to me if I agree with him. I don't know what to do. So here's the conversation I had with Bob. Tell me if you think what I said was wrong.
Abrahamic faith of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, and I'm part of the Islamic faiths, is because of the concept of heaven and hell. And I've been talking about this. I don't normally talk about theology at Speaker's Corner, and because I don't literally believe. I mean, I believe in a heaven in the sense that you unify with God through love, and there's not a literal kind of a heaven where you're sitting around like in Islam with virgins, and sounds quite good, but rivers of wine and
unless you're a woman, in which case it probably sounds
so it sounds very humanistic in terms of a man-made kind of like paradise, and then I don't agree with their hell.
So, I thought to myself, all right, maybe let me go home and let me research and see what heaven is. Because Ahmed Ali was adamant that, calling Jannah or Islamic heaven like earthly paradise is wrong. But listen to some of the scholars. You judge whether I had the wrong thingy. Now, here's a guy called Abdul Rahim. He's a convert, obviously, ginger as well, as you can see. The ginger's under attack. And you can hear him talking about Islamic heaven. And you tell me, Ahmed Ali, and everybody, whether you think this sounds like earth or not.
Whose pebbles are from precious stones. The trees of this place are made of gold and silver. Yet from these trees comes fruit, easy to reach and beautiful to eat. In this place...
Yeah, so, there's trees and there's, all of this stuff they're made out of gold and silver. That sounds very earthly to me. Oh, but the thing is, the opposite is in hell. There's a corn fruit that God forces down your throat and it burns your intestines out forever. It comes off a tree. It's an amazing fruit. I'm going to try and buy them from Asda, you know. Let's start selling these fruits. So you've got an alternative in heaven, which is made out of gold, though.
There are couches of silk and gold brocade, where its inhabitants will be served by youths.
So couches made of silk. Once again, very earthly description. This is not me saying it, Ahmed Ali. This is your scholars saying this. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it sounds very earthly.
Of perpetual freshness, like guarded pearls.
Oh, that's a bit creepy, you know. Why would you want these perpetual youngsters in heaven? It sounds very odd. Very odd. I'm not saying anything. It's just weird. A bit creepy, if you know.
This is a place where when you eat, you don't eat because you're hungry. When you companions.
Oh, this is quite funny, yeah. So this is the bit, yeah, that I had a discussion with another guy at the end of the video that we see. A guy was getting very angry because I was asking about 72 virgins, and he was saying there's no such thing in heaven or Jannah. And I said, oh, so what are these big-eyed, big-breasted creatures in heaven? What are they there for? Are they there to play Monopoly? Obviously they're there for like sexual pleasure, but he wouldn't have it. He was just like, no, 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 I don't know what they're there for. But watch this when this guy is describing it, and watch this old man. Watch this old man's reaction. This is classic.
Our companions, the Houris,
They're called Houris, yeah, or Houris.
the wide-eyed, firm-breasted virgins of paradise.
Look at that guy.
The Houris, the wide-eyed, firm-breasted virgins of paradise.
He's still got a bit of lead in his pencil, man. He's going, ooh, can't wait. He's only got a little while to go, so look how excited he gets.
Who no man has seen, my brothers. No man has seen your hur. Your wife in paradise, no man has seen.
Oh.
She has been created.
I wonder what the women get. I think they're washing dishes up there. Perpetual eternity of washing dishes.
Specifically for you. Created by Allah, especially. And she is so beautiful.
Does not sound like, when I said it sounds like earthly pleasures, does that not sound like earthly pleasures, Ahmed Ali? I don't understand why you're upset. This is your description of heaven. And I'm trying to say to you, it sounds like earthly pleasures. Now listen to this section where it goes to...
She is so beautiful. She is so...
So listen to this.
All the places, the abodes, the houses, the palaces. Think about this.
The houses and palaces. That sounds like earth. It doesn't sound like heaven. So I don't understand. I'm still confused with you, Ahmed Ali. You need to explain to me why you're so upset.
The tent.
A tent.
The tent of a person in paradise. Just the tent is a hollowed out pearl 60 miles wide. The tent. If that is the tent in Jannah, what is the palace?
So yeah, so this palace. A palace is an earthly description. Now here he is again. They get a lot of like views and stuff. Listen to this.
You know, and this is a place that is not only physically wonderful in terms of its trees and its rivers and its gardens.
So trees, rivers, gardens, earthly, Ahmed Ali.
And its physical delights and the companions of paradise.
See companions, look how he's grinning.
You know, I once remember I got asked when I was giving a tour of the
Yeah, so then you have a guy called Yasser Qadi, yeah, and he's gonna be he's gonna be kind of clarifying what a hood is, yeah, a hood or hoodie, and a lot of people that are a bit embarrassed about it, which they should be embarrassed about it, say that hoodie means grape, yeah, in that language. So he's gonna just bust this explanation up and listen to what he says. So I know some people are embarrassed about the hoodie thing, and it is embarrassing, like. you know, it sounds like, you know, like you're having like an orgy or something up there. God knows what's going on. And so here you have is Yasser Qadi saying,
the question states, as you know, that some of the people are saying that the word hur does not refer to a female companion in Jannah. And this is the belief of some of the, what we call the modernists or progressives.
Yeah, it's like that guy that I met at the end of the day. He was embarrassed and said, I don't know what a hood is and all that kind of stuff, and didn't know what they were doing. He just thought they were there kind of like walking around with their big breasts and big eyes, playing Monopoly and Connect 4, and just kind of like, you know, washing the dishes and stuff. I'm sure they were there for other reasons.
Some of the people who are, to be honest, so embarrassed by their religion that they want to change it, and they want to make it in a way that they think it will be acceptable in the West or in other places. This is a modern phenomenon. I do not know of any classical scholar of any of the groups of Islam, Sunni, Shia, Mu'tazila, Khariji, none of the classical scholars of Islam held this position or opinion. This is a completely new opinion, and it is being propagated by certain sectors. Al-Hur al-Ain refers to a white, luscious grape. It is a fruit.
Some people say it's a fruit.
Al-Ain is a grape. It is not a female companion. And really, it is so easy to refute this concept simply by reading the descriptions of the...
Yeah, the description, big-breasted, big-eyed, beautiful. So it's pretty easy.
In Jannah. And I want you to read these descriptions. How Allah Azza wa Jalla describes the Hur al-Ain. Grapes are not described the way Hur al-Ain are described, and I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
Yes, he's got some modesty, you know. He'll have them in abundance in heaven, but he's embarrassed to talk about it now. Just shows you how silly this is.
And other things, no grape can be described the way that Hur al-Ain. If it was another point being, Allah Azza wa Jalla clearly says in the Quran about the Hur al-Ain, لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان. No human being or jinn has polluted them, meaning they are virgins. This is clear in the Quran. There's no such thing as a virgin grape or a widow.
He's right. There's no such thing as a virgin grape. You know. So Ahmed Ali, I can understand that you feel like it's a bit embarrassing about, you know, me kind of saying that earth is your heaven is like earthly pleasures, but I'm pretty sure if somebody had £1 trillion, they could create Jannah on earth, in my opinion, because they could just keep on getting whatever they wanted. They've got unlimited funds. What I'm trying to say to you is that it is like earthly pleasures. That's nothing controversial. Just listen to what they say. I don't understand why you're so upset about it. The other thing is that I want to have a discussion with you. Don't ignore me. You know, I do like you, Ahmed Ali. You are a weird character, a bit like me. So let's talk. I do not have to agree with you. So when we have a discussion, just because you've told me X, Y, Z, I don't have to agree with it. There seems to be something that within yourself that if I don't agree with you, you're saying that I'm distrustful or I'm lying or something like that. I'll say it to your face, I don't agree with your version of hell. And I've said it to you in that debate that I had. And heaven is definitely like earthly pleasures. There's no doubt about that. Anyway, watch the debate now and just take all of what I said into account. I thought he's a puppy of the white.
I respected this man.
I'm not.
I gave him a chance of dub.
Dude, I like Ahmed Ali.
I do not like you.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah, and I do not like you.
I know, so he doesn't like me. So I like him more now. You know when someone hates you, I like them more.
I do not like you because you are practicing hypocrisy.
Ah.
I never liked a hypocrite.
Come
and
on,
you are
man.
doing hypocrisy.
Come on,
and I have seen it now.
Oh no.
Yes.
What have I done now?
Listen, you
we were building bridges.
You are the puppy of any white supremacist being Christian.
Let me just say, he's saying puppy, not
Bob the
puppy.
Builder is going to baptize you soon.
Oh, I know. You know Bob the Builder? I think
he
wants to make me Christian as well.
I know.
Everyone wants me. Muslims want me. Christians want me. Buddhists want me.
I'll tell you something.
I don't know what to do.
You would rather be a Christian than a Muslim. Did I hear you say
that's
this?
what you said.
I said I'd rather live under Christian rule than
And rather being a
Muslim
Christian,
rule.
are you rather to be a Christian than being a Muslim?
I would rather live under a Christian rule than
being.
Yeah. I mean, obviously,
point.
I'm Sikh and I'd prefer to be Sikh. But if I had the choice and you gave me no choice, I'd probably be Christian over a Muslim.
Here you go.
What's wrong with that?
If there is a conflict between Islam and Christianity, which side are you going to take, Raj?
What's the conflict though?
If there is
about religion
between Islam and Christianity, which one are you going to take?
About religion.
Any conflict.
No, but you need to give me the...
About religion.
No. Well, if you have
about religion.
No, but you can't just say they've got a conflict. You're going to tell me what the conflict is about.
Raj, you said you would rather be Christian than being a Muslim.
What I'm saying to you, you need to tell me what the conflict is about.
I need to know why you're saying this.
Because I don't believe in a lot of... we'll talk about it on camera in a minute. Let's get you sorted out. He's very angry. He's very upset.
You stabbed him in the back.
Oh no! You know what? You've got to get prepared for me stabbing people in the back. That's just the way I am.
This is really something you really need to stop doing, stabbing people in the back. This is a shameful action, and you should be ashamed of your action.
I'm very upset.
Shame on you, Raj.
Sorry, I'm a traitor.
Very satanical, devilish way, yeah?
Devil.
I really don't like
Shaitan. I'm Shaitan, I know. Can I ask you a question?
I gave you a chance of doubt. I offered you a visit for a mosque, and you are not appreciating.
Of course I appreciate
you want to build bridges.
I do want to build
and
bridges.
And you throw it all away in the bin.
But I can still criticise.
Criticize, but don't stab in the back.
No, but what's stabbing in the back though?
You have made a meeting with so-called Bob the Builder to attack Islam.
I didn't attack
You
Islam.
two are, what do you call it? You have nightmares about Islam. He is meeting you into a church or outside a church. You two go discuss your business and leave our religion alone. But yet, in this meeting about Christianity, he's meeting you outside the church to tell you about his perfect beliefs or whatever he wants to tell you about. Yet, both of you are spending most of the time to speak wrong information, creating ignorance about Islam. This is what I do not like.
But the thing is that what we were going to talk about though.
Talk about your beliefs, your business.
We spoke about our beliefs.
Leave Islam.
And then we
leave Islam for Muslims to speak about.
But dude,
you are not.
Let me say something. I'm going to say something to the camera. The Muslims go around the UK doing dawah. They want to convert people to Islam. So when we hold on. So we can critique people who are trying to convert people.
Have you criticized Christian missionaries making dawah to Christianity?
Yeah, I do criticize that as well.
Have you done this to Bob the Builder?
I'm getting in trouble.
Have you done it to Bob the Builder or any video? Have you made any video?
When the angel of death will come right here, he will see the truth and it will be late. Read the Lost Testament of God before the angel of death comes and get your neck.
Tell him up! Tell him up! Come here, tell him up! 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 You need that as well. On the Christians telling you off.
Christians? Your master?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your white master.
My white master.
You love it, yeah?
I love the white people.
What you have done with Bob, yeah?
We love the white people.
Did you like anything after the meeting?
Yeah, Bob is a little bit fundamentalist as well. I don't agree with all of his views. I spoke to him as well, and I don't agree with Christianity as well. What I also said, I believe that Jesus is a messenger and not God.
You have said I'd rather be a Christian than a Muslim.
I did say that. I've said that before as well.
So you are ready to accept Jesus is God?
No. I said I'd rather.
You have said.
If I had the choice of the two.
You are open for that.
If I had the choice of the two, the better or the lesser of two evils would obviously be. He's trying to. No, he's not recording.
The internet is horrible here. So.
Right, send me the footage, man.
Oh no. All right, so we said it. So
shall we wait for you or not?
We'll wait for him.
It'll be a long time, man. I don't know.
What about this one?
What is the news about your friend?
Actually,
the guy who's
look.
right-wing
You can record.
or nationalist or the English guy? Then
Tommy Robinson.
Tommy Robinson.
He's been free.
He's been free. He's out now.
He's out.
He's out with his family.
He's not a friend, but he's someone I know.
There's someone who supports his ideas.
And I support everything. I support parts of his ideas, not everything.
Okay.
Is that a problem?
This is live stream right now.
It is a problem, but
What's
the government is dealing with it. So,
Well, they call me Tommy Robinson.
yeah?
So my nickname is Tommy Robinson.
They call you.
So obviously I support him.
Someone's going to hold it for me. My friend's going to hold it for me.
It's good to be
Oh,
nationalist.
not him, not him, not him, not him, not him, not him, not him.
So you prefer Christianity than Islam? If they gave you a choice, not Sikh.
I prefer my own faith. But if I had the choice of the two, obviously I would go for Christianity.
Christian, so.
Oh, so why you going to shoot me though? Why you recording it though?
I'm recording it on my camera.
Alright, I need someone to record for me. Bro, can you hold this?
That's why, you know, majority of the people migrate to Christian countries than Muslim countries.
Yeah,
because Christian countries are more acceptable, more democratic, more fair.
Alright,
So the world says that.
There is no democracy in Christianity.
But the migration.
The Roman Empire used to kill people who are not Christians.
Yes, but now
no
these
democracy
days,
when Christianity started,
majority people
if you do not
migrate
accept
to the Christian
Christianity,
countries.
They kill you. And this is what has done to the Europeans and the Slavs, and Bob the Builder spoke about this one. Anyways, Raj, we're going to start now.
I'm getting in trouble now.
You are meeting Bob the Builder.
I was a bad
making videos.
Last
Last week we spoke,
Yes.
and you told me you are willing to learn about
Yes, I'm
Islam.
willing to learn.
I have spoke to you about hell.
Yes.
And also you spoke with Bob about paradise in Islam, and you have made a notion that it is a place of sexual pleasures.
Well, it seems like there's a lot of, I said earthly pleasures more than.
Earthly pleasures.
Yeah.
What is wrong with earthly pleasures?
Well, I believe that something that is sinful on earth and then is plentiful in heaven seems contradictory.
Just now started.
It seems you are against earthly life.
No, I'm not against earthly life. I'm saying that if
You are against it. This is why I do not want it to be in paradise.
If on earth, things like being promiscuous, wine and stuff like this, and all these kind of things that are sinful in this lifetime are then plentiful in the next life, it seems a bit contradictory.
Do you know the description of wine in the Quran? About wine in general.
It says it's not intoxicant, but it's still
So
wine.
why you didn't mention this in your video with Bob the Builder?
Because I'm a human being and I forgot.
No, because you want to misinform people deliberately.
I'm an Islamophobe, that's why. Is that what you want me to say?
I'm saying
an
on the
Islamophobe.
camera, I have interviewed this man last week. I thought he's respectful
Oh,
and
interviewed me?
and he have
I thought he was having a debate.
and I take back any respect he gave to him. I'm taking this back. This man has a devilish agenda. Do not listen to him if you want to know about Islam. Simple as.
Okay. Now we're
Simple
enemies
as.
again. Are we enemies again?
I'm not saying you're my enemy or anything. I'm
So
saying
not
you're
the enemy of
lying
Islam.
about Islam.
Alright, I'm not enemy of Islam.
And you are misinforming
Let's
people
just-
about
let's just-
Islam.
let's just find out
And I'm
what-
saying this in your face after speaking with you, after knowing who you are, Raj. I do not know what is in your mind about this religion of the truth I claim and I believe and I propagate. You're saying people are going to have virgins in paradise.
They're not?
You have said this.
But you don't know?
You're saying people are going to have
Oh, no.
wines of river.
But that's what it is.
While the argument, the biggest enjoyment to have in paradise, what is it? Do you know?
For me, it would be unified.
You said
being unified with God.
if you wanna give the Islamic idea about paradise for non-Muslims, I'm asking you the simple question:
I know, but
what is the biggest? Let me finish. What is the biggest enjoyment for people to have in paradise? Do you know or not?
I would say to be unified with God.
From Islamic
No,
sources,
that's what
from the hadith of the
you're
Prophet.
asking me what I believe.
The biggest enjoyment for what we believe is nothing less than seeing Allah.
Yes, I've been
This
unified
is-
with God.
Not unified. We will not believe in unity with God. I'm telling you what Islam says.
It
is to be having the pleasure of seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the biggest enjoyment and no other enjoyment bigger than this. Seeing Allah, is it anything sexual?
No, but
Seeing God,
Hold on.
do you understand the biggest enjoyment is sexual enjoyment or spiritual enjoyment?
I need to ask you a question. Did I lie when I said that there is virgins in heaven and rivers of wine? Did I lie when I said
You
that?
have not said
Hold on, no.
intoxicate you.
No, but what I'm
You
saying-
have not mentioned what the Quran is saying about
Hold on, but
this.
what I'm trying to establish first.
No.
you're
If I say
hold
rivers
on,
of wine and
hold
stop.
on. You're
saying that
you are hiding part of the
You
information.
are saying that I'm giving misinformation about Islam.
Yes, you
I may be saying something that's not in context. I'm not giving a well-rounded view of Islam,
You are not giving
or
full information.
a holistic view of Islam. But you cannot tell me that in your beliefs that there are virgins in heaven and there are rivers of wine.
How it is described?
I don't know, but you need to establish.
I follow the
lied?
description of the Quran, but not your description.
But have I lied though?
If the Quran speaks about wines of river,
Yeah, so I haven't
now
lied then.
should I take Raj definition of wine or Quran definition of
I
wine?
didn't give no
Which
definition
one?
of wine. I just said that when I met with the builder,
If you say wine and you are laughing, wines and
allowed to
virgins
laugh.
and you are both smoking this and laughing at this. The notion people is going to understand. This is, you have said literally it is a pleasure or what's called?
I said it's earthly pleasures.
Earthly pleasures. Thank you very much. Earthly pleasures. We believe enjoyment in Jannah is never going to be earthly pleasure. It's number one for you to know. Jannah and what you enjoy in paradise, being it having wine, unsaid. This is a wine that does not affect you, does not intoxicate you. And if you're going to have a relationship with a partner, now, for you and Bob the Builder, are you all going to be brothers and sisters, no male, no female in your paradise?
No, I don't believe in the same concept.
Him.
I don't know about Bob the Builder because he's...
They lose, they become like you. They become genderless in paradise. You are only a spirit.
Remember, so we don't believe in being...
But in our understanding, you are still who you are.
We are coming
You
from...
was tested how you are now, being a male, being a female. You're gonna be receiving a reward in the way how you was tested. If you was created as a male, you're gonna be female.
Can I just say something?
If you was created as a female, you're gonna be a female in paradise.
only person that can
Is it
take over.
earthly pleasures like how we think about earthly pleasures? No, it's not like, because Quran and the Prophet said nothing is similar to paradise. It is beyond what you can think of and what you can imagine. But it is
how can I describe it then?
pleasure. It says it's like how it is in paradise.
I know, but does
It
that
is
mean-
similar, but it is not like how
I know,
earthly
but
pleasures
how
is.
can I describe something if you're telling me that the way God has described it, no one can describe it like that? I can only go by your definition of what paradise is. So when people
Have
say...
we said it is earthly pleasures? Any Muslim told you, Raj, paradise is similar to the earthly pleasures.
We need to get,
I want to know which Muslim told you this,
we need to
or it is your own
We need
interpretation.
to clarify something. First of all, I was under the impression that when we talk, whenever you give me information, I can decide if I believe it or not.
But if you're going to convey the Islamic information, you have to say
You're just
what
bluffing.
Muslim
You know you can't speak
not to make your own.
You know we can't speak English.
Not to make your own language.
What I'm saying to you is that when we have a discussion here, I don't have to agree with you.
I want to know who
It's a
told you.
debate, so when you said to me last
right.
week,
Which source?
XYZ, I may only believe 20% of
Which
it.
source told you about paradise? It is earthly pleasures.
Look,
Which one told you this?
if you say
I
to
want
me,
to know your source.
it's not the source. If you say to me,
You have said
Hold on,
paradise
you need-
is earthly pleasures.
I cannot answer
From where
unless
you
you
learn
let me
this?
finish, unless you let me finish a sentence.
Okay.
So let's try and time this here so you don't say that. I've been told or I read that in heaven you have virgins, you have rivers of wine, and you have everything you want, yeah?
You concluded it is earthly
So
pleasures.
I said that this doesn't sound like heaven but earthly pleasures.
Okay, if I tell you this
So
is wrong.
is that a wrong
If
definition?
I tell you, fine,
Is that wrong for me
If
to
I
come to
tell
that
you
conclusion?
now, this is wrong, are you ready to take it back or not?
No, I can't take it back.
Thank you very much.
because
Here is my problem with him. That we are telling him
We're not under Sharia
this is
yet.
wrong information about our beliefs.
Are you sure?
Yet he is insisting
I'm allowed to
on
have my opinion.
My friend, you are not allowed to lie about my beliefs either.
I am.
You are free, of course.
We're not under
You are
Sharia.
free, but also I'm free to say you are
know, but
lying
Ahmed
about
Ali,
our
you're-
beliefs.
you're acting like
Are
you're
you
a
only
dictator
free?
and we're under
No,
Sharia
it's
law.
not me dictator.
I can have my
You
own
say you
opinions.
lie about my beliefs. How
I
am
didn't say
dictator?
lie, I said I have my own opinion.
Your own opinion does not represent me.
But that doesn't mean it's a lie.
Am I free and entitled to believe and
And
say
I'm
you
free
are
and-
saying lies?
And I'm free and entitled to say that,
Yeah.
like everyone's saying to me, I said it,
We're
just
going to end it at this point.
But everyone's
Lies,
upset.
lies about our beliefs.
So,
Thank you very much.
I didn't lie.
I'm not going to waste anymore. How did it lie?
I
Does the Quran
said-
say it is earthly
I
pleasures?
said to you that
Or
is
it
my,
is your assumption?
That is my opinion, which
Your
isn't a lie.
opinion. Does the Quran say so?
But it's not, your
Does
Quran is
the
not,
Quran
your
say
Quran
it
is
is
not my
earthly
truth
pleasures?
though. But your Quran
Me
is
and
not
you
my
are following the...
But your
my source and your source is the
thing is,
Quran.
for you, the Quran is true. To me,
Yes.
it's not.
Okay, what the Quran says
me,
about
when I
paradise.
say-
Can I ask a question? Did you get the
No, sister, with all respect. With all respect.
No, I've read little bits and I've
Do you mind? I want to finish it. Raj, you are reading about Islam from the Quran, right?
and I've heard.
Is there any?
And I've heard people like Zakir Naik and other people.
Good. Quran speaks about paradise. Should we take it as a source for knowledge about paradise? Is it valid for me as a Muslim to say I follow what the Quran says about paradise or not?
For you, yeah.
Yeah?
Not
Good.
for me.
Good, not for you. But if you want to say, I'm going to tell you about the description of paradise from the Quran, and you go on and you speak saying it's contradictory to what the Quran is saying, then I have the right to say you are a liar. No, not stoning. If you say, I am going to represent for you guys what the Quran is saying about paradise, and when you speak from things not from the Quran, then you are a liar.
We're in the West,
Then you are a liar.
To you,
With all due respect, guys, if you want to know about paradise and hell,
for you, I'll concede. For you, as a,
don't make your
as for you,
don't make your life.
100%. To you can perceive me to be a liar. I am just giving you the information that I have seen and
From the Quran?
Well, do people like Zakir Naik and all these people from the Quran?
Is he following the Quran?
Well, when he says on some of his videos that in heaven there will be 72 virgins and eternal bliss and there will be rivers of wine, I can only go by what he says.
Now, listen.
So when I said that sounds like earthly pleasures, does that not? What is wrong with me saying it sounds like earthly pleasures?
Now, earthly pleasures. Did Zakir Naik told you? Have Zakir Naik told you Jannah is earthly pleasures? Did he say this, or it is you?
Am I allowed to call it earthly pleasures?
Can. But do we say to the people what you are promised in paradise is earthly pleasures?
Say it though.
This is another discussion. You can say it.
It's the same discussion.
We have the right to say
this is about freedom of speech.
It is not.
No, because you're saying to me that I cannot have a conversation with another man who's a Christian outside the speaker's corner and say things about Islam or talk about other subject matters without you getting upset and putting a...
You are agreed to meet to talk about Christianity, yet the meeting has turned to talk about Islam.
Can't help it.
Because both of you have a problem with Islam. Man, have a life, and stop your lies about Islam.
Alright, let me say something. One of the reasons why people talk about Islam a lot is one of the only faiths that wants to try and convert everybody.
Raj, you're a liar.
Good.
Thank you.
Did you smash me then? We was friends like a little while ago. That didn't last very long. We was only friends for 1 week. 1 week? Oh no.
Here you go. You know when you're saying 72 virgins?
Yeah.
From your dishonesty.
Honestly, I'm a human being. I make mistakes sometimes.
But you need to correct yourself.
But you don't have to
if
like.
If you are exposed to the truth, if you are a good person.
I had my own opinion.
My friend.
And he's upset.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So, not ongoing. So if we correct you, you have to learn and update. If you continue to lies,
if you said to me X, Y, Z, do I have to believe you?
If I clarify for
no, if you tell me X, Y, Z, do I have to believe you?
If you are,
can I not have my own opinion
and
go home and say I don't believe you?
If we discuss opinion,
I don't know, but you seem to be saying to me I have to believe you.
No, you have to follow the lies.
No, but your lies are my truths. We got a different version of stuff.
That opinion.
But I wouldn't attribute for a group of people
to say to me that I'm lying.
You have to represent.
And the thing about the 72 versions. Hold on. The thing about the 72 versions.
Do not contradict what the people are saying.
Oh.
If someone wants you to speak about something.
I know, he's crazy, man. I was friends with him for 1 week.
He's a dog. Don't trust him.
Now I'm an Islamophobe.
He's a stinky dog. Don't trust him.
Go away.
Don't trust this stinky dog. He's a devil.
Let
me ask you a question. He's a liar. Let me ask you a question. He's a stinky Sunni savage monkey. He's a dog. He's evil. He's the devil. Don't trust him.
Oh no. Yeah, like, you're going about the.
I don't know you.
hold on. You're Muslim, my brother.
Yes, I am.
Let me just say something. When you're talking about the 72 virgins, I'm not the one that come up with that.
He said,
paradise. You're making it out as if I'm the person.
You say paradise is beyond our comprehension. He's entitled to, as far as I'm concerned, to interpret it as he sees it. Because,
I don't know,
how the hell then, when you interpret it,
I'm not the person that is 72 virgins. Hear about. Well, this is what I'm saying. Remember, he's a God, so he wants to tell you two things. Number one, that we want to dictate what you think. Are you sure? You understand? Why are you calling him?
So there
I don't call him a savage.
is no such mention.
This man's calling for people to be
There is two, I don't know, maybe literacy,
he's a dog, man.
English literacy, I don't know. There is no such Islamic.
So does that mean that I'm at fault? If everyone's saying there's 72 virgins in heaven, and I've heard it like a million times, is that my fault for hearing that from Muslims?
Yeah, but no, I mean, your fault, you know what? It's to believe without saying, searching for the truth.
But how can I search for the truth? I can't go to heaven and check.
You can search for
No, you're not done with me. We will talk. We will talk.
Where you go,
we will talk. He will
I
talk.
don't believe in you anymore.
We will done. You will talk.
I don't believe it. Fine,
We will talk.
But you are fine. If you want to talk, you can talk. But
Ahmed Ali.
Trust in you.
We don't need to trust each other. We don't need to love each other.
No, I'm not gonna-
We're at speaker's corner.
Listen, man.
We're gonna disagree.
You are. Yes, man. Yes.
He thinks I'm under Sharia law. I've got to agree with him.
how can you criticize him? How can you
This ain't Sharia yet. I'll tell you that straight now.
We do not know your paradise.
I'm disagreeing with him about last week's conversation, and he's saying I should agree with him.
Right? If he said that as a human being, what he is, and you said we can't interpret.
We're facing off. Look, facing off.
so what I wanted to say, if you want to see where is the truth, you go to specific books or doctrines.
Yeah, what is it? Are they doing what?
Are they there to like? Are they there to?
Washing up?
Like, clean the clothes and stuff.
Before to say that, yes. So which statement,
Even if you are not
based on,
even
and which the context?
I need to.
Even if you're saying something,
I need to ask you: is there such a concept within Islam of a which is a womanly
not to take and ignore.
No. What he said, you haven't taken it.
Is that in Islam or not?
context, yes.
And so what are they doing there? Are they there just to wash dishes? What is their purpose?
You see what I'm saying?
I'm asking you.
No, you need to tell me.
No. I'm not.
Why are they big-breasted and very sexual?
You know what? When you're claiming something without to know,
They just want to have them to watch TV with.
Now what? He's going to use the argument. He wants to use the argument that if you can't prove it,
unbelievable.
So you
We
try to
ask things, we say this is,
What do they want to do
and he
with
doesn't
it?
know the
What
context.
don't mean then? What are they there for? They play Monopoly.
Do they specify what?
What are they there for? Hold on, if we describe big breasted black guy,
At least one line with
You're speaking, so which one I listen?
if you're saying that in heaven there are these big breasted, black eyed, female looking creatures or whatever, what are they there for? What are they there to do?
I don't know, I'm asking you. You're not a Muslim.
ask him why is he arguing against it then? Why is he arguing against it?
Because you're criticizing.
I'm asking you a question. What are they there for?
What is it for?
Yes,
Bro, do you know why you come there?
You know what? The wife, I mean the person who is the brother or your wife.
No, what are they there for? Are they there to play Monopoly and stuff, or checkers, or a Connect 4? What are they there
You can
for?
say for me it's simple.
Why have they got the big breasts and big eyes and female figure?
Because that's the way they will be created.
Yeah, but what are they there for?
Black men will be created in a certain way.
They're just walking around doing nothing. What are they there for? What's their purpose of them?
Ask him why he come over and talk to you.
was actually worse from your
Can I record this?
Kind of dignity, you should respect what I'm saying. Either accept to it as camera, or do not speak to me ever again on camera.
Oh no.
Nothing else. You understand? So thank you, let's shake hands. We're gonna meet again off camera if you want to speak more. If not, no more camera.
What about me? What about me? I've been ostracized. Look. Oh no. Ahmed Ali.
Before we go, when we go to Allah, we die.